Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Soraya, and today I want to talk about twin flame signs. What are twin flame signs? Why do we receive them? How do we interpret them? What purpose do they have on the twin flame journey? I want to just dive into the subject of twin flame signs. So, what exactly is a twin flame sign? Well, a sign is a communication from the universe to you about your twin flame journey. So, it could be through anything. Sometimes we can experience God or the universe communicating to us through people, through circumstances. Sometimes we can experience communicating with God directly, like through prayer. But we can also experience God communicating to us through our life, through, things just happening a certain way, seeing certain images or seeing certain numbers or coming across certain things like certain kinds of animals or, kind of like having coincidences happen that just like, it feels like it's showing you something. You'll just be like, doing something and a certain song will come on the radio, or, it could be just it could be a number of things, and they can come from all different places in your life. It can come through your relationships or just something that you come across as you're living your life. It could come through the media, like through, the radio or TV or the mail or whatever it may be. So it's a very open thing, actually. Anything can really be used as a sign for you. And so everyone is different when it comes to this. I find that there's people who really gravitate toward numbers and they tend to just notice numbers more. And so the universe is always communicating to them through numbers. Some people are like nature watchers and they're like very into like different things in nature, and that really speaks to their heart. Some people, really love kind of catching unique things in their reality that just kind of feel like it's a little bit out of place, and they just kind of like notice it and they're like, oh, yeah, this is connected to that. And so it's actually really cool because it is so unique and it is so personal, and God is just like that. God isn't really someone who just like throws out blanket communication. God is one who really speaks to the heart. And so when it comes to interpreting signs, what I see a lot as a twin flame coach is that people want to know, what does this sign mean right now? And the best way to find out is actually to go within yourself and to ask yourself, what do you receive when you experience the sign? Like, what is its message for you? Because when you feel into your heart, there is something about receiving the message that allows you to really see what it means for you, right? Like, for instance, for me, my favorite number is 22 or 222. I don't know why. I remember when I was a little girl, I was like at my desk in school one year, my desk was 22. That number just always stuck with me. I've just always had an eye for it. And like every time I see that number, I feel a lot of peace and I feel very connected to God. Well, not everybody feels that way about that particular number. That's something that means something to me. Another sign that is really important to me, and it has been throughout the years, are butterflies. Every time that I've had a major life transition, life change, I've seen butterflies. And it's always been really supportive for me. And it always happens in a way that feels really good at a time that feels really good. And it feels like a big hug from God whenever I see butterflies. And I kind of smile because I've been seeing one a lot recently, like just around my house. Like the butterfly will go to like the backyard and I'll see it through the window. And then as I'm like leaving my house, I'll see it in the front yard. And it's just kind of, I don't know, it's been really sweet lately. But everybody has different things, it's sometimes there can be certain things that are very significant to your union in particular. So you'll notice like a certain animal that like, you and your twin flame really like, or you'll, have certain colors or certain words or whatever it may be that really remind you of your twin flame. This is really a personal thing, and it's something that is really safe to enjoy and explore for yourself. And for every person, it really is different. it's like in the eye of the beholder, because you have your unique experiences with God. A lot of people will look for twin flame signs to confirm their twin flame. And that's usually the context where people will bring it up to me in coaching sessions, is like, they'll be like, I saw this, what do you think this means, in terms of wanting to reveal their twin flame? Like, if I've had this many signs, does this mean that this is my twin flame? Signs can be helpful to point you in the direction that is compelling for you. It can really show you, like, yes, this feels really juicy, this feels really good, or this doesn't feel very good. So signs can be a really good indicator that you're in alignment, that something is flowing really well because you are receiving that communication from God. However, at the same time, when it comes to confirming twin flames, the ultimate way to confirm your twin flame is through healing separation with the mirror exercise. So as you heal with the mirror exercise, you're raising your vibration to that of harmonious twin flame union. You're going to magnetize your twin flame to you naturally, and it will become incredibly obvious who your twin flame is. This isn't something that you have to go figure out, or like put all the pieces together and try to decide whether or not it's like sufficient evidence that this is your twin flame. Really, the ultimate way to know for sure is heal separation and see who shows up. I personally, when it came to revealing my twin flame, that was like the big thing for me, was like actually seeing the mirroring in action. And that's not like an instant answer. A lot of times we feel like we can have it confirmed with signs faster, because obviously you've got to do some inner work to attract your twin flame. You've got to walk the path to attract them. And so you're not going to get that instant gratification of like a yes or no answer right now. You've got to go on a journey to reveal them, but it's so worth it because this is your twin flame. Like, take the time that you need. This is a very valuable experience to have your twin flame revealed to you. And so to me, it's actually like a really beautiful thing, and it's a sacred thing. And Jeff and Shalia talk about that. And this is why, as Ascension coaches, as a rule, certified Ascension coaches, we do not confirm twin flames, because what we've all found, as a community, is that everybody really deserves the right to have that revealed to them in such a beautiful way for them through their life. And nobody wants to get in the way of that. That feels really bad. It is much better to support someone in discovering it for themselves and revealing it for themselves through their inner work. So, I asked for a lot of signs with my twin flame because I was very skeptical that twin flames were even real. I was like, there's no way. I mean, like, when I first I was not like this super romantic person who was like super open-minded and like very, like, I believe in love. Like, I was actually pretty skeptical about a lot of things. And so I started looking up things regarding my relationship with my twin flame because I wanted answers. I didn't understand what was happening. Obviously not knowing what our connection was. And when I discovered the term twin flames, the information I found surrounding the topic of twin flames on the internet before I found Jeff and Shalia was kind of not very compelling to me. It just, to me, it wasn't offering real answers, and it wasn't offering real clarity. And so it was also like a lot of like, it's so spiritual, it's so high, but it wasn't like, I wasn't seeing that grounded approach, that real like scientific approach to twin flames until I found Jeff and Shalia. And so for me, I was very iffy about twin flames, and I wanted to kind of know, like, is this real? And I asked for signs, but like, I was like that person that like God could send me 30 signs and I'm still asking for more. And I remember there was a time where I was surrounded by signs all the time and I was still in disbelief. And eventually, the way that I absolutely knew for sure was that there was a circumstance where I made a new decision at a certain time, and the whole evening, my twin flame had no idea what I was doing. The next morning, he let me know that he had made the exact same decision at the same time, came to the same conclusions that I did. And basically, we made the same choice at the exact same time, unknowingly. And I was like, there's no way that that's possible. That was like the first time that I was like, okay, twin flames are, they're probably real, and this is probably legit, because like this is exactly what Jeff and Shalia say it is. Like, this is how it's working. And it wasn't until time, of doing the mirror exercise and experiencing my relationship with my twin flame and seeing how things unfold, that I was able to truly reveal my true twin flame. So harmonious union is like the foolproof thing, because it's like when you're in harmonious union, it's like you know who your twin flame, because you're living as one with your twin flame. So you have healed separation at the core, and like you'll be with them. Like, that's going to be super obvious. But time revealing, doing the inner work that will reveal that to you. So, twin flame signs are really great. They can kind of point you in the right direction. But yeah, like, don't be afraid to go on the journey to reveal your true twin flame. But when it comes to twin flame signs, I feel like the juiciest part about it is the connection with God. Basically, like, God speaking to your heart in that way that only you understand. To me, it's like a very sacred, intimate communication from God. And so that can be really juicy and enjoyable. And, you kind of begin to have certain signs that, are like something that you and God understand. And so it feels very intimate to like have God speak to you in that way that you understand through life. And so it's fun to see them. It's kind of like I said, it's kind of like a hug from God is like the best way to describe it. And so I'm really grateful that God communicates to us through life like that. But yeah, the purpose is to basically, it's a message of love to you. It is there to show you that God loves you, that He's present with you, and that there's a communication to your heart. And you just want to take some time, feel into your heart about what that message is for you. What does it mean to you? And really receive the gift, receive the loving message, and know that this is a real relationship that you have with God, and signs are just a part of that. And it's just nice to open up communication with God. I grew up religious, and the only way of communicating that I was ever taught was to just pray and communicate with God, like on the inside. And over the years, I have opened up to communicating with God through like life, like just seeing God in life. And it's been such a beautiful thing for me to like have such a diverse experience of communication from God. And that's really what I think about when it comes to twin flame signs. So, it's a fun thing. It's very common on the twin flame journey to experience signs. They're just reminders that you're on the right path, and yeah, opportunities to connect with God and take you deeper. There's also, of course, if you want to like get like more into like the official meaning of certain things, which I do sometimes. Usually I'll do this intuitively, and I'll just feel into what it means to me. But different colors have different meanings. Different animals have certain meanings. Numbers, there's books on the different numbers and their meanings. And so you might find some good references that might be helpful. But really, at the end of the day, it's a communication to the heart. So if all you want to do is just like really feel into the intuitive meaning, that's plenty. But if you want to go deeper, those resources do, of course, exist. So hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully, this kind of, shows you kind of like where you can find signs, and digging into that and reflecting on what that looks like for you. And enjoy, receive those communications from God, and know that you're loved, and that God wants to communicate with you, that He wants to show you that He's with you, and that you're not alone on this journey, because you're not. And yeah, that's what twin flame signs are. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.